Okay, so we shall allow the recording and that'll give you access to the video and everything. But here we are. Welcome to your half hour of wellness here at Advisory Period. My name is Rob Dunn and I'm a yoga teacher. We're going to do some very basic, simple stuff, but it's all around the idea of helping you to feel better in your mind and your body. If I can have you all stand up, just whatever space you're working with. You don't need a lot of space, but you want to set up in a way so that you can take your arms up overhead. You could reach forward and up, or you can reach out and up if you have the room for it without bumping into anybody. Okay, so whatever you got to do to make that happen, I trust that you guys can figure that out. But let's begin with our feet parallel to each other. So that means two straight lines. And I just want to point out that common postural habit is that the toes point out. But for this practice, we're going to turn the toes in just slightly so that the toes are right in front of your heels. And then bending the knees a little bit so they're not locked. Align your hips and your pelvis right over the arches of your feet. Feel your spine tone. Relax your shoulders down and align your head over the center of your body. Okay, so this is an upright posture, but it's not rigid. You're tall and at ease. Let's close the eyes for a moment. And I want to just encourage you to give this a real shot. Some of us might not feel like yoga is for me, or this is weird or whatever, but just try it. And if you notice a benefit, if you notice like, okay, I felt a little better for doing that, then it's worth your while. If you feel no benefit, then you don't have to do it. Okay, fair enough, right? So let's do this. Our eyes are closed. Bring your awareness into your body. And what I mean by that is just start to get a sense for how you feel physically. How do you feel in your body today? And then take an easy breath in and out through the nose. Notice how your breathing feels right here at the beginning. Is it easy for you to take a breath, or does it feel tight in any way? Take another one, breathe through the nose. Is your breathing smooth or choppy? Take one more cycle, just feel the breath. And then a layer deeper, notice your mind. What thoughts are on your mind in this moment? Are there any feelings present? Or what has been on your mind as of late? And there's no wrong answers here, just checking in with yourself. What's on your mind today? Adopting a mindful attitude means that we welcome everything in our experience without judgment, without clinging to it or pushing it away. We just welcome everything as it is in this moment, and then we'll start our yoga process moving forward from here. Place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. And then you're going to breathe in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, feel your chest and ribcage start to open up or expand. And as you exhale, very gently, tone the belly muscles and draw them in. Take your time. Breathe into the chest. The lungs inflate, the ribcage expands. Breathing out through the nose, tone the belly, draw the abdominals in. And just practice this 3 more times. Breathing in through the nose. And breathing out through the nose. This is a chest to belly breathing pattern. So you're breathing into the upper torso, into the lower torso, and then exhaling, the abdominals draw in. One more, just like that. As we exhale, tone the belly in, release your hands to the sides. And then as you inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up. You can go out and up or forward and up, but you're breathing your arms over your head. And as you exhale, float the arms down to your sides. And we're just going to imagine as though the breath moves the body. Breathe your arms up. And exhale, hands to the sides. Okay, let's do 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more at your pace, go right ahead. And on the last one, inhale, arms overhead. Interlace your fingers. Exhale, press the palms up, stretch the wrists. Feel your shoulders. Hold right here, take a breath in. As you exhale, press down through your feet, press up into the hands. Take another inhale. And then exhale, lower the arms down. Good. Next move we're going to do is an adjustment for the hips, pelvis, and spine. This is really good, especially when you spend a lot of time seated. So you're going to go like this. Pigeon toe the feet. Toes turn in all the way as much as they will, and the heels go wide. Okay. And what we're doing is an internal rotation of your thigh bone. You're rotating that leg internally, and that helps set the hip right where it needs to go. So from there, you're going to press the thighs back. Inhale, take your hands over your head. Exhale, hands behind your head. Press your head back into the hands. Draw the elbows and shoulders back. Should feel nice to open up this way. Breathe into your chest, your belly. As you exhale, keep pressing the thigh bones back. Pull the elbows back and press your head back into the hands without lifting the chin. So you want to keep your chin slightly tucked so the back of your neck is long. Stay here for one more big breath. And then finish and exhale. Good. Let the hands come on down. Bring your feet together. So they're back to parallel, but now you have, they're just closer. You're going to take your left hand, place it on the right side of your ribs, and feel your ribs for a moment. Okay, the bones there that house the lungs and the heart. You're going to find the lowest rib, right? Lowest rib. Put your hand right there. And then with your right hand on the inhale, you're going to take your right hand up and over to the left for a side stretch. Looks like this. I'm breathing in. Don't bump into anybody. And then we come out on the exhale. I'm breathing out. If there's someone to your side, go like this. You can breathe in, forward and up, and then over. Exhale, come out. We'll do that again. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last one, let's hold the position now. As you inhale into side stretch, stay here. Pause for the exhale. And then breathe deep into the rib cage. Breathe into your hand. Stay for exhale. Take one more expansive inhale, big breath in. Exhale very slowly as we come out. And we'll move right over to side two. With your right hand, feel the left side of your ribs. Kind of poke around and just feel the rib bones. Find the lowest one. Put your hand there. And just for a visual, the rib cage, it goes here, right? These are the ribs. There's the diaphragm muscle that's here resting at the bottom of your lungs. When you inhale, it contracts down, and that pulls breath into the lungs. When you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes upward, and that's why toning the belly in participates in that exhale action. So that's what we're doing. You have your hand here right at the side of the diaphragm, left hand by your side, breathe out all the air. And then inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale slowly to come out. Take your time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Two more, moving with your breath. Okay, and on the last one, we'll hold it. Inhale. Stay here for the exhale. Breathe deep into this side of the ribs. Big inhale. Exhale, stretch a little bit more. Take one more inhale. And exhale, return. Lower the arms. Nice. Let's have a seat. Wherever you have a chair, just pull it up. Give yourself a little bit of room though. So you're going to sit down, and I'm going to turn this way just so you can see side profile. You want to line up your knees right on top of your feet. And notice how the back of my chair, I'm not leaning back into it, right? Imagine your lungs in this position, and I'm going to explain why we're paying so much attention to breathing. But in this position, the torso is collapsed. You can't breathe really full, and that affects everything from your digestion to your ability to think to your emotions. Everything is connected. So by sitting up tall, you want to line up your shoulders on top of your hips and your head over the center of the body. By sitting upright, we're alert, we're awake, we have access to our mind, and it just helps sustain our energy through the day. It's all good. So what we're going to do is a little bit of twisting, but just important that you have space between your back and the back of the chair. It looks like this, really simple. You're going to exhale first. Inhale the arms to goalpost position. So elbows are at the height of the shoulders and the hands just lift up. As you exhale, twist your body to the right, just rotate as much as it'll go. And then inhale back to center. Fill your lungs. Exhale slowly, rotate to the left. Just as far as you go. Notice how far you go. Inhale center. The whole time, keep your spine vertical. Exhale to the right, your shoulders stay lined up right on top of the hips. Inhale center. Exhale over to side two, to the left. Inhale center. And exhale to side one. Now pause here, bring your left hand onto the right knee and your right hand to the chair somewhere. You can hold the back of the chair or the seat of the chair, whatever makes sense to you. Feel where your spine is in space and line up shoulders on top of hips. Make sure this is all in line. We're not doing this, right? Okay, so we're here. Breathe in, reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, tone the abdominals in, deepen the twist any amount. So you turn more to the right. Turn your head to look back past the right shoulder. Close the eyes. Feel the breath flow into your body. Feel the breath flow out of your body. Practice that 2 more times. Let the mind go. Everything else goes away. Just feel your breathing. Now coming out, finish your breath out. Inhale, center, open the arms to goalpost. Exhale, twist to your left. Place your right hand on the left knee. Lower your left hand to the chair, somewhere that makes sense to you. Check in with your alignment, make sure you're not rounded back. You're not rigid and super intense either. Shoulders lined up over the hips. And then as you inhale, sit tall through spine. As you exhale, deepen the twist, turn your head to look back behind you. Close the eyes. Feel your breathing. Letting go of the mind. Letting go of what others might think. Your eyes are closed so no one can see. Just tune fully into the breathing. Take one more inhale. And exhale, come on back to center. Good. Pause for a moment. Rest your hands peacefully in your lap. Sit up tall and relax and close the eyes and just notice for a moment the effects of what we've done so far. We've done a few easy stretches, some breath work. Notice how you feel right now. Okay, next we're going to do a movement for the spine. Go ahead and open your eyes. That's very beneficial for everyone to do, including the teachers. For everyone to do this every day. You want to sit far enough away from the seat so that you have room. So I went all the way to the front edge of the seat. You might do the same. Line up your knees right on top of the heels, hands on the knees. Exhale, empty. On your inhale, lift your heart forward and up. Look up. Draw your shoulders back and do like a back bend. On your exhale, tuck the chin, round your spine the other way. Let the shoulders go forward and stretch shoulder blades apart. Inhale forward, lift your heart, back bend. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine. Notice how this feels. It's like cat-cow, but in a chair. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you close the eyes. Mind, breath, and body moving together. Okay, now when you finish the exhale here, rounding your back. Next, inhale to a neutral spine, sitting up tall. Pause for exhale. Lift your right knee, cross the right ankle on top of your left knee. And important to note here that every body is different. So some of us, our knee might be lower or higher than the other side or than your neighbor. That doesn't matter. What's most important is that you're listening to your body, you're working from where you're at and making whatever progress you do. This is intended to stretch your hip as well as a little bit through the back. Okay, so what you're gonna do is all you're gonna do is inhale, sit up tall. As you exhale, go forward over the legs any amount and try to keep your back straight. So for me, this is about as far as I go. And then inhale, soften the stretch by shifting back, sitting up tall, filling your lungs. As you exhale, go forward, stretch. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, shift back, soften the stretch. And exhale into the stretch. This is such a good one. I'm sure we're feeling this. Inhale, shift back. And then exhale forward. Now we're going to hold it for a couple of breaths. So you can stay here, just resting arms on the leg. If you're really flexible, you might be able to go like all the way down like that, only if it feels good. Don't force it. Nothing special happens if you touch the floor. But wherever you're at in your body, feeling the stretch, bring your awareness fully to it, to your hip, to the muscles that are being stretched. Focus your mind there. And then imagine like you can breathe into it, like you're breathing into the hip. And if there's any tightness or tension, exhale it away, like you can just breathe it out. You could do that with mental or emotional tension too. If you're stressed, anxious, or feeling anything overwhelming, breathe in slow and exhale slow. Good. Let's do one more breath here. You're doing great. As you breathe in, we'll sit up. Switch the cross of the legs. And in fact, as I'm coming out of it, I notice my foot's a little tingly. So you might want to do a little bit of movement for the leg, whatever you got to do, shake it out. Okay. And then we'll go to the other side. We're going to cross left ankle on top of the right knee. Important point here is you feel both sit bones touching the chair. You notice how I went like that? You have 2 sit bones at the base of the hips there that are in contact supporting you. That supports your sacrum, your spine, and everything up. You want to make sure those 2 points of contact are in touch with the chair. Now, as you inhale, sit up tall through the spine. Slow exhale forward into stretch. And that's how we create the energetic effect, the change in our physiology with the breathing. You inhale, sit up tall, slow, comfortable, deep breath in. And then really long, smooth exhale as you go forward into stretch. Close the eyes, do that 2 more times. Inhale, soften the stretch. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Go for it, last one. Then we'll hold here. Breathe into the left hip. Feel it first. Bring your awareness to the hip where you feel that stretch. And then hold the stretch position as you breathe. Whatever you did on side 1, more likely than not, you can do right here. Stay with it. Notice when your mind goes somewhere else, so you start wondering what's next, and see if you can keep coming back to breathing. Take one more inhale. After you exhale, we'll inhale, sit up, lift this foot up, and if you need to circle the ankle or shake out the foot, do whatever you got to do. Very good. Cool. So I'm going to turn to face you, and now we're going to move into just specific breath practices. And I'll keep the session like we planned for the half hour, so we have about 10 minutes left, more or less. And we're going to just do a pranayama. That's what it's called in yoga, breathing. And so you know, when you're doing the breath work, if you can visualize the lungs, right, here in the chest cavity, the lower lobes of the lungs, the lower third of the lungs here, right above the diaphragm, have the most concentrated receptors for oxygen. And there's actually not that many in the upper chest. So like I mentioned earlier, if we're always slouched down, crouched, you know, we're likely only breathing into the upper chest. We're not getting the oxygen we need. We're not giving our body the energy that it needs. Another important note about breathing is that when you're exhaling really slow, it actually turns off the stress response in your body. So when someone's freaked out or gets scared, what do? They go like this. And that's an inhale. The air went in. And when someone finally relaxes, what do? They let it out. So if you're ever overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, your exhale goes with you everywhere you go, and you extend the exhale for a minute, a couple of minutes. You just do some slow breathing practice like we'll do today, extending your exhale, and you can get that benefit. So let's try it. Let's give it a shot. And what we're going to do today is focus all of our energy into the exhale and let the inhale be by itself. Let the inhale be natural. So together, just feel your sit bones in contact with your chair. Align your shoulders above the hips. Align your head over the center of your body. Close the eyes. Take an easy breath in through the nose. Exhale slowly through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And now extend the exhale all the way to the bottom. And when you think you're empty, exhale more. And then relax and let the breath flow in. And then again, exhale, extending the exhale all the way out. Keep exhaling. Relax and let the breath in. Extend the exhale. Again, we'll keep going, a couple of cycles. Keep exhaling. Allow the inhale. Extend your exhale all the way to the bottom. When you think you're done, breathe out some more. And then receive the inhale. Keep going like that at your own pace, extending your exhales all the way out, even when you think you're finished. And then just welcome the inhale. Close the eyes. Do this 5 more breath cycles. That's all. Stay with it. You got this. You're doing great. Remember, there's no effort in the inhale. All of your energy is going into that exhale. And then notice how as you extend your exhale, how you clear out and make room. It improves the quality of your inhale. You just naturally want to take a deeper breath. There's like a rebound there. Okay, and whenever you feel ready, let your breath return to its own natural rhythm. We'll do a short sound meditation, and all you're going to do is just sit up. Notice the breath as it flows in and out of your body. And whenever your mind starts doing stuff, thinking, wandering, looking around, catch yourself doing that. Say, oh, there's my mind doing stuff. And then come back to just feeling the breath, being in this moment. Welcome peace, welcome good health. That was my baby. I don't know if you heard the little baby cry, but she's part of the class too. And we're just going to rest here in our seat for a minute or so. Now I welcome you, keeping the eyes closed if we can. Just give yourself any natural movements. If you want to move your neck, your shoulders, move around in your seat a little bit, whatever you got to do to just kind of feel better here. If you've got a little tense from just sitting, move organically, move naturally. And then let's bring our hands to the heart center. Just palms touch in front of your chest. Imagine like you can take a breath into your heart. Breathe into your heart. How does it feel? Exhale slow. And just thank yourself for taking the time to practice yoga today. And I thank you all so much. Namaste. All right. We're going to stop our recording.